on this week's episode.
The Hunting Grounds is brought to you by Everett Chevrolet of Northwest Arkansas and by Bedford Camera and Video, Spypoint, Ion Official Action Camera, Popeyes of Northwest Arkansas, Mega Rack by Temptation Lures, Lumenok, morrelltargets, Four Wheel Concepts, Nosejammer, Bug Design, Muddy Outdoors, Eagle Seed, Wet Ink Design, Bowtech, Go Tip, Hook, Line, and Sinker Outdoors.
Welcome back to Hunting Grounds. As summer heats up, the more and more I think about being in that deer stand, one of those frosty, cold mornings during the rut. We got a great management moment for you, and we also have a great benefit for a sweet little girl that you will not want to miss. Could freak out and make you scared though. We'll fix that red. Alright, it is 4:42 in the morning. We are on our way up to Licking, Missouri. Got a lot of birds up there. Got Brad Jester, my cousin, driving in front of us. He's got to set up some guys up here. Hopefully gonna get on some birds. I'm gonna take the shotgun out for hopefully my first Missouri bird. Chase is behind the camera. He's either gonna pick up the shotgun or bow, whatever presents itself, a better opportunity. So we'll see what's going to happen this morning. So it's going to be perfect. I think we're going to get a high of mid 70s. It's going to hit that 50-degree mark early this morning, and winds no more than 8 miles an hour today. So should be awesome. I hope we get out here and get some big old toms gobbling off the roost. We'll see. They said we'd probably hear birds as soon as we got out of the truck, and we did. We figured we could get around them going up this old logging road, but that wasn't the case. They were roosted too close. We just popped a squat, figured this hunt was going to be done in 5 or 10 minutes.
Gobble, 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 all the way around us. It got the blood flowing.
Yeah, they're coming in, Chase. I'm pretty sure they're down. So that didn't work out. The birds just didn't commit. Ended up working that property a little longer, heard a lot of birds, decided to get up, do some scouting on some other properties, because in Missouri, come 1 o'clock, turkey hunting time is over for us. So, you know, that's a downer for us, but also that's a restful time because we got to travel at least an hour back to get some rest.
So back at the house, we were staying with Steven's Aunt Barb. And let me tell you, she is such a sweetheart. She fed me, took me into her house, and basically made me feel like I was part of the family. What a sweet lady.
So we're in what we call the horseshoe plot here on our property. It's a food plot that we've worked now for a couple of years. We got it planted in eagle seed soybeans. It's doing great. You can see I'm surrounded by them. They're 1.5 feet to probably 2 foot tall, maybe 2.5 feet tall actually in some of these areas. I experimented with the plot saver barrier system last year, had a lot of success with it. This year I want to do something a little bit different. I really wanted to deter those deer from getting in the food plot. So I put 2 strands all the way around the food plot, offset them about 3 foot apart. What I try to do there is give a depth of field to the deer. So when they approach it, they don't only see just one strand that's got a scent that's telling them, you might want to stay out of here. It gives them a depth there that kind of makes them where they don't want to jump. And let me tell you, it's been doing its job. We have not had one single deer in here. You can't find an area in here that there's any tops browse on any of these eagle seed soybeans. It's going to allow them to express their full potential. I'm going to let them get up pretty tall. I don't plan on keeping these up all the way till deer season. I'm just going to let them get up until they get tall enough, fully established. And if there's plenty of green vegetation out there, if we're getting a lot of rainfall, of course I'll keep it up even longer. And if we get to a drought where the deer are hard pressed to find some good vegetation to get in and browse, I'm going to knock this fence down because of course my first priority is growing bigger and healthier deer, and I want them in this food plot. I don't care if they eat it down and I have to replant right before deer season. As long as they're coming in and I've got a healthy deer herd, that's my main objective. So it's very easy to maintain your plots with the plot saver barrier system. That combined with the eagle seed soybeans that are Roundup ready, so you're coming in, eliminating all your weed species that may be out competing your soybeans, just gives it that 1-2 punch that you need. So we've already sprayed 1 treatment of Roundup on these eagle seed soybeans, and you can tell they're benefiting from it greatly. It might be the last time. Their canopy now is expanding enough that it's shading out any competition down below. So I don't expect that we'll probably have to spray any more Roundup on this food plot. We might come in, if we have some of those troubled areas, might come in at the backpack sprayer and hit it once again, but I feel like we won't need to at this point. So the growth on this food plot has actually boomed since we fenced it off. I've got a utilization cage over there. You can definitely tell that it was getting browsed pretty heavily by the deer on one side of this piece of property. I have a feeling that we do have a groundhog coming in on the very west side of this property. We'll have to check that out with our spypoint trail cameras. But definitely it's benefiting, keeping the deer out. It's not going to keep the groundhogs out because we've got that fence elevated so high. So this is a great way to maintain your eagle seed food plots. It's cost effective. You aren't spending any more than maybe 30, 40, 50 bucks, and you're keeping the deer out of your plots. So we recently added a new team member to a THG crew. His name's Chance Brake. He's out of Kansas, and he does something phenomenal in his community that just sets him apart from a lot of other applicants we've had. So last year he took it upon himself to come up with a benefit to help a kid and a family in his community. This year he decided to do it again. It was for a sweet little girl, and they end up doing pretty much, it's like a catfish fish-off. Best thing I can explain it as, because we just don't have catfish like they do out there. But anyway, I was definitely surprised on the turnout of this event. So they pretty much fish for 3 days. On the last day, they have to bring them in live. We weigh them all up, we cook out, we grill out, we've got an auction going. I told Chance after he added the team, I said, I want to support you and however I can to make this thing happen. I worked all weekend, but that Sunday was Father's Day. I had the day off. Took my dad out there. We spent the day out there at this event. It was a great time. She got involved in everything she could. She was up there in the middle of weighing in all these big catfish that were 3 times the size of her. Great event. He ended up raising over $3,000 for the family, and that's what the Hunting Grounds is about, and that shows you what kind of guys we have on our team.
So thank you for everyone that participated. You're welcome.
So day 2, it was game on. It was the final day to hunt with these guys. We were gonna get her done. I was gonna walk my butt off, and Chase was gonna have to try to keep up with me. Chase always complains about trying to keep up with me no matter what we're hunting because I'm a big run and gun. And so, Chase, you better be prepared for next year because he tried to prepare for this year. Didn't work out. He packed a lighter backpack. He still had a problem. He's right. I mean, he's probably 80 yards if that. He's down too. Oh, here. Do you hear him drumming? They're close.
Even though we didn't kill any turkeys this time, man, I had a blast just getting out there and viewing that beautiful countryside.
So Missouri ended up owning me once again. It owned me this deer season, it owned me this turkey season. Lucas Addy and the guys with the Bean Creek Outdoor Products, phenomenal guys. They make some great calls. Look them up. I highly suggest them. Well, that's it for this week's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys are seeing that we're more than just another hunting show that's out just to bring you hunt after hunt after hunt. We are providing the hunting legacy and showing you guys how we live a hunting lifestyle. But I would like to remind you, support us by following us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Until next time, go out of your way to get a youth or new hunter involved in the outdoors. And as always, have a better than average day.
It's over here. Wait, I see it. Wait, I did. Wait a minute. Wait, it's over there.
Oh boy!
That's a line. Hold on. Don't miss, I guess. Okay. Say stop. Okay. Get. You're dropping it. Get closer.
1, 2.
Right here.
Everything went mute. And
That was a Bernay look.